Stay tuned. Join us. We're gonna get to know some of our gaming history. It's gonna be an exciting episode. Long time coming. We've been trying to set this up for a minute, so let's get right to it. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your boy DJ Gamer, that retro modern gamer. Happy Tuesday, and Tuesday around the world means Taco Tuesday, no matter where you at. Good morning, everybody. Excited about this episode, like I am. Just again, long time coming. We finally got it done today. Good morning, my special guest. Guest, won't you introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, everybody. Good morning. I am Dearest Abby, also known as the Queen of Kong, and I am thrilled to be here on your podcast today.
There we go. She is the Queen of Kong. We are going to get to know some of her gaming history. You know what she feels, what she dislikes, likes right now about the gaming, and let's just get right to it. So, Dearest Abby, where did this all start? Take me back.
Okay, so when I was growing up, my great-grandparents, not grandparents, great-grandparents, had a Miss Pac-Man cabinet in their garage.
Nice.
And I come from a massive family. My grandfather was the oldest of 8 kids. Each of those kids got married and had at least 2 kids. So for Christmas gatherings, we all gathered at my grandparents' house. And it was so much fun because all of the kids that are my age would just dive on top of that Miss Pac-Man. We would get in line one right after each other, and it was so fun. And I had no idea what I was doing because I'm one of the younger ones. So they were my great-grandparents, but for my cousins, it was their grandparents, right? So I'm just kind of looking at everything, and I remember one of the first times I got to the second stage of Miss Pac-Man, which really isn't a challenge now that I play it, but I was a kid and I was like, oh, I am the best gamer. Oh my God, nobody else. But meanwhile, like my cousin was watching behind me and he's like, I just did that 2 minutes ago. What are you doing? So that was my history with my arcade gaming. And I took a long break and I didn't really rekindle my passion until I was an adult. But as a child, I had an NES. And I didn't get much time to play with that one before it was exchanged for the Super Nintendo, which is, pretty common for 80s, 90s kids.
Yeah,
grew
true.
up with that one. But as a girl, I never really had the exposure or anyone to play with. It kind of wasn't as, girls don't play video games, right?
Yeah, that's what it was, though. That's what it was.
It was fun. I got to experience it. I think I had Super Adventure Island. That's what it was. Because I remember the guy on his skateboard. Did you ever play that one? Uh-huh. And I just remember like picking up speed and I was like zooming on that skateboard. And I was like, yes, I unlocked this feature, right? And every kid, whenever they did something new on a game, then they were like the first and only person who had ever done it, right? No, not so much. And Blockbuster, you remember Blockbuster?
Oh, come on.
Okay, so what was your favorite game to rent from Blockbuster?
It was just thinking about it now, it was just the thrill that you were able to get it. You know how they had the game behind the box and stuff like that.
And you could touch it. You know, you couldn't
Yes, you
buy
could.
it, but you could hold it in your hand
Yes, yes,
long enough, right? And
yes.
how funny is it that, you know, the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. How many good games did we pass up because something on the cover or the wording didn't look right?
Just didn't look right, or
Oh my
just
gosh.
it just. And the only way you knew about games then is just trying them, pretty much. Because
Right?
other than that, if you were lucky enough to get magazines, because internet was not where it's at right now, and
Right.
you just had to play the game. And sometimes you fell on it by mistake because maybe the game you wanted wasn't there, and you're like, "Whoa, I got to take something. Let me take this."
Or you would have to go and ask the person at the desk, like, can you please check the return box? Can you please
Yes,
make sure Clay Fighter is in the return box? And of course, it always was, because I mean, people who knew that game knew that it wasn't that good of a game, but I was never that
Clay
good.
Fighter. Oh
Clay
my
Fighter.
god, you went to Clay Fighter.
Have you played it recently? It's totally
Not recently, but my God, you're bringing back like all kinds of just Clay
that was the
Fighter.
one. I knew every time I went to Blockbuster, I had to get Clay Fighter, and I played it again not long ago, and I remember thinking, this is a hot dumpster fire.
Oh
This is
yeah,
not that good of
yes.
a game.
Like the mechanics of it, the way it's like high. I was thinking to myself because I was playing like what was I playing? Super Mario World, and I was like, I used to navigate this through this so easily. Why? Like now it's just like a little funny to me. Like I don't know. It just but Clay Fighter, yeah. Then it was like the best thing though. It was just the
Right. That
best thing.
claymation was top quality.
It was a 32. What was it? It was 18
It
bit
was
or
trash, is what it was. I'm sure I feel so bad for saying that, because I'm sure the developers really put a lot of time and energy into it. But I mean, really. And then I remember the first time I saw Clay Fighter 2, I was like, there's another
there's
one?
another one. They made another
Real?
one of this.
Oh my
Just
gosh, I couldn't believe that I was there. I was seeing it, and of course I got it, and it was the same thing. I thought it was so cool. And what's weird now as an adult, I hate Play-Doh. I hate clay. That stuff freaks me out. So why I was so
you
obsessed
were
with
all into it. I
it,
mean,
clearly our tastes change as we get older, right?
oh my god! Big shout out to Clay Fighter. I mean,
Right?
it's it was one of those games that was just kind of thrown in there because at that time fighting games were
Fighting
big. So
were
I
tough.
mean, imagine competing with Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I mean, it just and then you got Clay Fighter.
And then you
Just
got Gumby trying to throw hands.
yes, it was one of those things where I was like, man, you really had to know Clay Fighter because you like people were just so busy with Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, other fighting games,
Right.
and you got Clay Fighter.
Goodness gracious, right? So that was just me as a child, and I kind of had, well, I think around middle school time, I started playing PlayStation first. So I was a
Okay.
diehard PlayStation fanatic for years until I really started getting into Xbox maybe like 5 years ago. And I realized in in the long run, I think that Xbox is probably more supreme. I'm not picking sides. I still love my Sony PlayStation.
Okay.
I think Xbox, you know, they're kind of, if I'm leaning one way or the other, that's the one I'm leaning towards. But as a kid,
Uh
I
huh.
had a PlayStation 1, but it took me a while to get it because my grandfather would go to pawn shops, right?
Oh, okay.
And you could get them for cheap. You know, the pawn shop's cheap, right? So he got
Yeah.
me a PlayStation 1, but the way he would purchase games for me, he would buy me like a stack. And he would say, try all of these games, keep the ones you like, give me back the ones you don't like. And that way I was able to kind of go through and decide, okay, I like this kind of game. I like this kind of game. This game is popular. I want this one. And it gave me the opportunity to kind of do like a Rolodex of games. And it was always a constant supply. So if he was still here, I would like owe him so many thanks because he
Yes.
really helped kindle that don't stop trying until you find something you like.
Something
And
you
that's
like.
difficult for games right now. Like right now, what's popular is popular. Apex, Call of Duty,
Yep.
all of these shooter games, and that's not everybody's cup of tea.
No.
So some people tend to just throw in the towel. They just say, well, gaming's not for me. Just because these things are popular, they're not for me. But if they have that endurance of, you know what, let me try this game. Let me try Dead by Daylight. Let me try, the Overcooked. Overcooked is a really cute game that's unlike anything else, really.
So
But
you
that's
play Overcooked. You play
yeah,
Overcooked?
I played it a couple of times. It's not one of my favorites, but it's definitely for somebody who wants to be a casual gamer, have something
Yes.
to do, or maybe play online with other people to get the experience. That's
Mm-hmm.
a phenomenal game
It
for a
is.
gamer. But
That
that's
might.
me in a nutshell.
That's good though. That he gave you a stack of games. Boom, try them. Keep.
Boiled.
Yes, believe me, we won't get like one game and play that till it was just like we knew everything.
Right. Well, we were smart about it. I didn't mind waiting for all of the games because again, pawn shop, that means people are already done with it. They're ready to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So it's old times then. It was probably closer to when PlayStation 2 was coming out because people were probably trying to get some more cash
Yes.
to
To
get
get him. Yeah.
PlayStation 2. So I had that and eventually I switched to a PlayStation 2 and that kind of carried me through high school. And that was a lot of fun. I had more fun as a teen with a PlayStation 2 with friends
Yeah.
because that's when you were older. You can do
Uh
more
huh.
co-op games. And I can't remember was no, you couldn't play online with PS2, could you? Or am I
You
crazy?
could, but you had to buy a whole thing that adapts to the
Right.
back, and
So then you
yeah,
were still stuck at home with your friends coming over,
yes,
and you were
yes.
having a party the right way.
Yeah, yes, because at that time it wasn't like a whole online thing like you have it now. But then I remember I bought it. I said, okay, let me see what this is about. Play online, okay, get to play with other people. And it was just at the beginning stages. It's just like you isn't like it adapts to the back. Got to make sure
Right?
you plug in your Ethernet cable. Make sure you connect it all through that and
Hardwired.
yes, hardwired. You had it. There was no wireless. There was none of that.
Could you imagine going back to your teen self and being like, listen, give it a few years, you'll be able to connect with literally anyone
Mm,
you can imagine.
anyone you can from
It's going to be a mixed
everywhere.
bag of tricks, okay?
Yeah,
Just wait.
no lie, no lie. I mean, I'm glad I grew up through Nintendo, Super. Like I grew up through that era, so it's like the you see the progress. So the way it's moving, it's just like, oh my god.
Right? Okay, so let me ask you this because it's always so fun for me to find out from people.
Uh huh.
What in gaming technology today really makes you go, I can't believe I'm doing this? I remember being a kid and like this was unfathomable. What is that for you?
Definitely graphics. Just it's like my god, we went from pixels to nearly just like reality. Like we could
Right.
yes that and the whole aspect of people don't you don't need to have everybody at your home waiting to take turns to play. We could like if it's co-op, we could all play now. It's just like, oh, let me wait my turn. Oh, you lost. I'm next. I mean, that
Yeah.
was fun too. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we kind of need. I miss that. So sometimes we'll pop up the 64, connect off more controllers.
Right.
But honestly, it has to be the connection. Being able to connect with people and just the graphics is just insane where it's at right now. It's just really insane.
How wild is that? We went from the Xbox One to the
Mm.
Xbox Series X, and
Oh yeah.
even that, because the Xbox One isn't that old still, but
No.
the Xbox Series X, I always call it crispy. Whenever something is new and
New.
better,
It's just
and you
like
can feel it,
yes.
because it's not smooth. Obviously, yes, it is smooth. Everything looks real, but when it's so vibrant, it just makes everything for your eyes pop.
Yes.
That
Oh
is
yeah.
wild for me. And even some VR experiences when you can turn your head and you can see everything,
Uh-huh.
that is wild. Okay, so
Yeah.
you watch Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you
Oh yeah.
remember their phones, right? It was like this big screen box thing,
Yeah.
and they still had to pick up the receiver,
Receive.
but you
Yeah.
could see who was on the phone.
Uh-huh.
I will never forget as a child watching that on a cartoon and being, there is no
That's not
way
gonna happen.
we are ever going to see somebody on the phone. They're talking to each other and they can see each other on the phone.
There's
And
no
now look at us
way.
right now.
FaceTime.
How crazy is
All
that?
of yes. That's why I'm like, you never would have thought.
The future
Never.
now.
Yes. Yes. And I'm surprised people like now it's rare that someone has a house phone. It's just rare.
Right.
Like
Isn't that crazy?
for reals. In the no house phone.
I almost wish. And that way, if the phone, you could take the phone off the hook and then nobody would blow you up. That was it. It was that simple. You didn't have to disconnect from
Just
everything. If you
just
shut your
or
phone off,
you
you
know, just
disconnected from everything. If you just took that phone and put it on the counter, that meant leave me the hell alone.
yeah, because you call, dude. Oh man, what's going on, dude?
Who's on
Oh,
the other line? No, nobody's on the other line.
nobody. She
Leave me
just
alone.
oh my god.
I'm dating myself. Oh my god. You girl is old.
Hey, nah, don't feel too old.
We're all in this together, right?
Yes, don't. I'm not. Don't worry. If I can remember all this, believe me, you're not by yourself.
Thank you. I needed that. This is Tuesday
You're
morning.
fine. You're fine. We're good. I mean, again, I sometimes tell my kid, I tell my son, I said, man, you don't know the struggles, man. I said, y'all got it. I can't say y'all have it easy, but y'all got it kind of
Oh, they
easy.
got it easy.
Like, my God, the
Imagine
struggle.
that. Imagine being able to DoorDash as a kid. Could you go back to yourself and tell yourself, listen, buddy, you are not going to have to leave this sofa. Go into your room will not be a punishment anymore. You can get your McDonald's. You can get on
Yep.
the internet. Just wait. Just wait.
Just wait. Just wait. You guys are gonna have it pretty good. But I'm
Right?
glad we went through those struggles again because it's just like, man, we've done gone through the worst in
We put in
gaming.
our time.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I need priority parking.
Yes,
I am an old lady. I need priority
we're at the head of the table. That's just for sure. That is for sure. Just going through these experiences, but
parking. Right.
but sometimes those are like sometimes I remember that kind of stuff. Just like trying to get the cartridge to work, trying to finding different clever ways for this to work, and it was always like
Right.
and you were
That's not good for your cartridges.
yes, okay. I was getting to that. I'm like, now it's like they say, oh, people gravitated to that, but that was never good for the cartridge.
Right. Imagine somebody trying to tell you, no, go get a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol and rub it in there. You would be and ruin this? I think not.
And to honestly, it would work.
It did.
And
it did.
The cartridges now, like when I go to certain stores, they work like just like boom, like okay. I'm like, damn, this is old, but it's still pop it in, it will work.
Yes, it will. So we collect. My husband collects. Excuse me. He has Atari cartridges, and that's really not everybody's hot ticket. So we can find them pretty cheap usually.
Mm-hmm.
And those I'm always shocked because the technology is little to nothing. But how hard these developers worked to format and write and code and stick on this little chip and to have it still work. If a disc gets scratched, it's ruined.
You got to go get another one.
This plastic cartridge will be here literally until the end of time.
Yes.
So it is so incredible to see how far not just graphics and physical consoles, but the design concepts,
Yeah.
a little Nintendo Switch cartridge that can hold this massive game with
Yes.
these
Now.
beautiful graphics are a fraction of the size of an NES cartridge or an Atari
Mm-hmm.
cartridge. It's so, just give it like what? Who knows, 10, 15 more years, and then they'll just be like, press a button on the left
Press a
side of your
button
table,
on
and
your
the game will
head,
load
just
into any game you like.
just bring it up and
Right. Modern Warfare. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
PlayStation Abby and DJ Gamer are amazing.
Hi,
Okay,
Sean. Thank you for stopping by.
there we go.
That's
I
my voice.
appreciate that. Okay, nice, nice. But yes, it amazes me then how when we had that first Game Boy, how many batteries did that thing take? And it was like
Devoured.
it was that thick, and the screen
And then
was
you had
like
to have the screen magnifier, and then you had to have the light, and then
the
you had
light.
the plug-in for everything.
Oh my
Just
god!
to get like to be able to game longer.
Yes.
Wow. How far we have come. That's like writing on, when you think of somebody old, you think of them like with a hammer and a nail on a tombstone, like just chiseling away. That was us with the Game Boy.
I just remember that kind of stuff though. It was just now when we kind of progressed the Game Boy Color, that's when the whole Pokemon craze just
Right?
blew up. But I like the fact that we had to meet up. We had to have the link cables to battle.
Yeah.
That,
I was
that
never into Pokemon, so I didn't know that.
oh yeah. I mean, I got into it, but just I remember in high school. I remember I was a big jock, but I was a nerd too.
Uh-huh.
Now you'll catch me,
But you couldn't tell anyone, right?
well, I honestly I didn't care about that because
Good.
you'll see me with my jersey on and everything. Well, I wasn't hanging with the football team. I was in the computer lab battling Pokemon.
That's the way to be.
But yeah, I just remember it was exciting though because we will set it up like, oh hey, let's battle Friday. Okay, we're gonna battle Friday. I need
After
some.
lunch, you meet
Yeah,
me at the library.
yeah, at lunch we're gonna battle, and it was just a thing. It was just a thing, and it's just one of those things. It's just amazing now how it's just so
Did
forward.
you
So
ever collect those? Remember McDonald's had the Pokeballs with the gold Poke
yes,
card on the inside?
oh my
I
God,
have yet to see one of those in real life to this day, but it's gonna. I don't collect anything Pokemon, but to have that nostalgia, because I remember it feeling heavy, like it felt. It
yes,
was a physically, I almost can feel it in my hands, right? And probably if I go pick it up, it's gonna be not that heavy, right? It was just a kid.
it's
But if
just
I could see one and just hold it, not even purchase it to collect it, just to like have a
hmm
moment with it, I would be like,
yes.
wow.
And now it's just like if you have like all your cards you had then, my God,
Oh my gosh. You would basically be a millionaire.
yes,
Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk better watch out.
that's crazy to think, but
That is so, and you know what? I forgot it. I forgot to host you. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm still listening.
oh, it's all
Can
good.
you imagine how crazy
Cards, everything. It's just like
in your Trapper Keeper with the little pocket protector,
the Trapper
and
Keeper.
you had them in? How did you organize yours? Some people had theirs by color. Some people had theirs by number.
I experimented with the colors and numbers, kind of. I kind of throw a mix in there
Good, yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, because I was just like, hey, this looks good like this, but I kind of want to switch it.
Right. Do I want to have my Squirtle next to my Bulbasaur, or do I
Yeah,
want to have them in
yeah.
evolution order?
Uh-huh. So yeah, it was just one of those things where I experimented different styles, different things, but oh man, that was just so good. So good. So
Okay, so what else? Pokemon we played, Game Boy Color. I had a red Game Boy. I had a gray one, but I didn't have it for long. And then I had a red one, gray and then red. And then after
nice.
that, I kind of lost touch with it because then they started making the slim ones, and I think those were the Game Boy Colors.
Yes.
I never had one of those.
Yeah, I had the purple one, just the
You had
purple
a
one.
purple one?
The purple
Cool.
one. They came out. I'm like, until this day, I don't know what happened to that. I'm just like, where is, where
Right.
is, where's my Game Boy? I'm just like, where is it?
Mom, where is it? Where did you put
Yes,
my Game
yes.
Boy?
Believe me. I'm like, I said, man, where did I leave that? I said, I know where my PS1's at.
Right.
Two, still, I still have it. My three, but I said, where is like my original Game Boy? I still somewhere. I gotta go through ex moms. Okay, hey, where's all my stuff?
Yep. Or you lent it to somebody and they took off with it
Oh
and
yeah,
you
that was it. That
never
was the
seen
thing
it.
sometimes, right? Like,
I
hey, let
want
me
to
borrow a
borrow my
game.
Game Boy. And then your mom would go, oh, you did what?
Yeah,
You better hope that it came back home
came back home.
in
It came
the
back in
same
one
condition
piece.
you left it in. Oh my
One
goodness.
piece.
That's funny. That is so
Oh
silly.
my god, that is those crucial times, fun times, but just like
Right.
memorable times. That is for sure. That is for sure.
And now we get the luxury of things like Game Pass. Spoiled.
Game. Oh, look who we
I love
got. Drop
Game
in the
Pass.
chat.
Hi.
Yes, there you go. We
Good
got this.
morning.
We got a Texas vibe going on in here.
Yep.
Zap, how's it going? So that is just amazing how where we're at now though is just to think like oh yeah, we're gonna be able to connect these games and like
Of
no way.
course. I wonder if that was like the hope all along. I wonder if when these developers were creating these games, obviously some of them were made for two player, but to think on a much larger scale, to think like hundreds upon thousands of people. I don't
Hmm.
think maybe when they were playing Enduro, well, maybe if when they were playing Enduro, when they were designing it, like, oh, what if other people were playing were actually these other cars on the road rather than it just being one player racing all of these generated cars? If it was other players, that's the kind of ingenuity that would help build a game and its development.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
That is very cool. Texas is in the building. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I already told him he needed to go eat at Whataburger.
Yes, she told me
Already busted him
dump in
about
and out. Whataburger is where it's at. So I'm like, y'all hyped it up so much that yeah, I'm about to take a trip to
it.
Texas
Okay,
and be like, okay, y'all gotta show me this burger. Y'all gotta show me the spot.
good. It's good because literally any way that you imagine a burger, you can have it. You don't have to have it on a regular bun. You could have it on Texas toast. You don't want it on Texas toast, you get it on a wheat bun. You don't want it on that. You don't even have to have a bun. That's the best part. You want jalapenos? Sure. How do you want those jalapenos? You want them regular or grilled? Onion?
Damn.
You
Okay.
want rings? You want sliced? You want grilled? Everything you
So
can
you could
imagine.
really customize that. Okay, we're gonna talk more
Definitely.
about that.
Are you hungry?
So
You want one patty or two? Three
two.
slices of cheese or one?
All right. So tell me, where did the Miss Kong come from? All that. How did that start?
So in
Queen of
2000,
Con.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where is
2019
that?
is
Where did or
actually such a fun story. I love telling it because it's so silly. It's self-anointed, mind you. So this isn't a name that anybody else has given me. It's a name I've given to myself. So in
okay.
2019, I was the beginning of 2009, late 2018, when I was dating my husband, and his story will be different than mine. He would play in arcade tournaments, and I was like, I want to play. It's just a bunch of dudes. I can do that. That can't be that hard. Well, I was really biting off more than I could chew
Uh-huh.
because these guys had been practicing for years. That was their thing. So, what he did for me was he would pick a game. I think we started with Miss Pac Man. He would say, okay, when you get to this score, it would be like a gauntlet, aim for
Mhm.
this score and then, okay, try this pattern for this game. So it was almost like a training
Uh-huh.
series. And we started with one game, and then we would move to another game, and whatever the tournament games were, he would always pick from that list. So Miss Pac-Man was one, Bank Panic, which is one of my favorite arcade games. I would learn about the game that way. I would have experience trying different things, which is a common theme for me. And I wouldn't ever get bored with it, because if I was stuck with one game, I wouldn't have the endurance to play through or to want to practice or get better. And that's how I started streaming on Twitch, because I wanted to record my games. I wanted to be able to watch back and see what I did wrong. And eventually I stumbled on Donkey Kong, which is one of the most competitive games.
Yes, it is.
And as we started playing that, it was still really learning. It took me forever just to get past the first couple stages. And we watched the documentary King of Kong. And as I was watching that, I was like, this is just a bunch of dudes. This is just a bunch of white dudes who have nothing better to do. I don't see any women playing this game. I want to learn how to play this game, and I want to do better. And that's really what motivated me to want to practice, to get better, because I wanted to compete in those tournaments and I wanted to be someone. Well, as I was streaming on that, that's when I really started to find the Donkey Kong community, because everybody wants to see everyone succeed. They want to see everyone get better. Well, the running joke was that I was the opposite of the King of Kong, because I was so bad at it to begin with, that I was the Queen of Kong. And I just kind of grasped that idea and ran with it. I said, no, I want to be good at this. I want to, when I say I'm going to play Donkey Kong, or when I go somewhere, or when I go to an arcade, I want to have that moment of, I know I'm going to do good at this game. I know that I am going to be a worthy competitor. And it wasn't a competitor that was just some other person. This is a female competitor. Is the amount of women that are in the competitive gaming community outside of modern games.
Yeah.
It's really slim pickings.
Slim, yes.
They are not standout. Now they do have, it's called Bells and Chimes, and they have different chapters all throughout the United States, but that's all pinball. And it's all female pinball chapters. And that's great because they have a community of women that they teach each other to play pinball, young girls, older girls, anybody that's interested in the hobby. But that's pinball, and that's not my forte.
That's not your forte.
So having a community and trying to build something of competitive female gamers, arcade gamers, is really something that's like, it's not, there isn't much of a community for it. But the support that I still receive from other gamers is the most humbling feeling, because people will come on and they will be better players than me, but they still enjoy watching the game. They still enjoy watching me play. They still cheer me on. And that is all that I ever wanted from my kingdom.
There you go. See? Nice.
That's really where it is. So being the Queen of Kong has been one of the best things to give me confidence, not only as a player, but as a woman.
That's good. There you go. I was just like, because I don't remember what post you posted up, but like, hey, what cost place? I said, do your own. You're the Queen of Kong. I said, you should run with that. You should just own it. Just do it. Just that's why I was like, that's your thing. So it's just like, and you know that's all you. So it's you'll be totally comfortable with it, because we're at our most comfort when we're ourselves. We do us. So I was like, run with that.
I love it.
See, exactly. See, that's what I'm saying.
And I love when other women say like, oh, I love Miss Pac-Man, or I love Galaga. And I really want to have this moment where I can look at someone and I can say, if you're good at it, or you feel good playing it, earn that spot. Don't be afraid to put your name on that board. Don't be afraid to spend 15, 20, 30 minutes at that machine putting up a score that you know you can achieve.
Yes.
That's what I really want. And I want to encourage, and not just female players, any players, because
There we go.
they all deserve to have that moment. And it's such a niche little thing, but making time for a hobby is so important. You can
Yeah.
spend your time gaming and it can be a good escape for you, but to have something that drives you, that motivates you, that pushes you to get up, to go and do something is really unlike anything else. And if competitive arcade gaming, retro gaming is that thing for you,
Yes.
go all out with it. You don't have to know everything about everything, but knowing a little bit about
Oh
some
yeah.
things
Mm-hmm.
is like the cherry on top.
There we go. Exactly. Nah, definitely, definitely. Like, and I like to this day, it sucks that we don't have more arcades like we used to, but the ones we do have, you just like, oh my god, you see it. And
Yeah,
like I said, I recently moved, but I got an arcade nearby, and I seen that. I'm like,
good.
oh, I seen the Donkey Kong. I said, okay. I said, all
Let
right.
me know what you get.
Yeah, that's all. Like, okay. I remember we were kind of like throwing jabs at each other. I said, okay, we're gonna challenge. We're gonna challenge.
Good. Go play, have fun.
But
I highly
it is
encourage it.
fun. It's fun because before it became esports, that was the tournament. That was the challenge.
Oh,
You would
right.
go to an arcade, whether it was a fighting game, whatever it was. You were like, I know, I want to get this high score, and it was a thing. Like we weren't getting trophies, but just with our initials next to
Yeah,
being, oh, that was it. That was it. That was
absolutely.
that was perfect. That was it.
Right. Or if it was something that you didn't know how to play, you had to stick by that machine to watch something like, oh, they just did that. I'm not going to do that. So
Yeah.
you would have to kind of like,
Glance over at the control stick. Yes,
how are
yes.
you playing track and field? How are you doing that
Uh-huh.
game right now?
Like, how do you do that move? And then that's how we just like, oh,
How are you
okay.
doing Rampage? What are you playing
Uh-huh.
on Rampage right now?
Rampage. Rampage is another
Right.
goodie.
Peeking over at them, trying to figure out what to do.
Yes.
How are you holding your hands, right? And
Yeah, like
one game, I can't, it's not 10-yard fight. It has to be track and field. So the way that it's set up, there's the joystick and then there's two buttons, and
hmm
they're a little bit further apart from each other. So I always chuckle when I hear people say, oh, I used to bring my pen with me to the arcade or my pencil because that would reduce the time between
yeah,
having to press the buttons, because doing that eventually would, not feel too good. But if they had a pencil
a
and you could
pencil just
wiggle
to
waddle in
yeah.
between, that's
Game hacks.
utility.
That's
That's
those.
top
Oh
of the line,
yes, figuring out how to maneuver this thing better. Game
right?
hacks. We would have to be creative with it. Just oh my
Some of the
god.
arcade pages I follow, every once in a while, I've seen a track and field machine or something. And I feel like I remember seeing one time one that had a sign, no pencils or no
That's how you knew.
or it said something that to stop people from playing it not the right way. And I guess because of it, probably over time, it would wear down the buttons.
Wear down the buttons and
What a sign of like how far we have come, but
oh yeah,
also you're not going to get that experience from anything
never again.
modern these days.
No, no, you won't. You won't, because that's again, we had to be creative as far as trying to how can I get through this? Okay, let me see what he's doing, and
Right, let me
then
do a Google search real quick. Let me find out
we didn't have no
how
Google. We didn't have no Google. We just had
to
to
do that.
observe, and we all had that one person that like, damn, this fool right here. He's like, he knows how to play all these games, like
Yeah,
all the arcade. Like he was just like, and it was like a thing. You're like, oh my god, this fool's badass, and
this is the guy.
yes,
The
it was a
guy.
thing. It was like, oh man, and you didn't want to play against him, so you were always trying to, dodge that challenge. But it was just those little things, just the little things.
Right? It's a lot of fun. And going back as an adult and being able to play and rekindle that passion, it just feels so good. There's nothing else quite
It
like it.
does. It does feel
And being
amazing.
able to play with other people. So I have my Donkey Kong here and it's authentic. I don't have it modified in any way.
Uh-huh.
Um, this I'm trying to figure out which way to point.
No, you're good. Right
There we go. There it is right here. This is the board for a MAME, and that's the TV we have it there. That is the TV we have. So the MAME can emulate almost any arcade game you can imagine.
Okay.
So it's really fun to be able to play that, to go like, oh, you want to play Street Fighter? Sure, we'll crank it up real quick. Oh, do you want to play?
Yes.
You name it, Galaga, whatever you can imagine. We can play it on here. And to my right, this is a digital pinball machine. But just beyond that is a arcade 1-up Star Wars cabinet. Because that, if you have seen it, has like a driving.
Yes. You can move it, yeah.
And you can't emulate that on this machine here. So we had to get one of those to be able to get the full experience. So it's that little difference between games makes, the Star Wars one I'm going to get good at because it's a shooter, but I'm actually holding it. You're
holding it. Oh, yeah.
Had a joystick and a button
from a controller, because I used to. I don't know if you remember Paperboy.
Yeah.
Remember the arcade? It had the handlebars of the bike.
Yes.
It had the handlebars.
Crazy?
Yes. That's why I was like, just those things. You can't get that from a controller. Like, no, like just trying to maneuver the bike and all stuff like that. It's just, yeah.
Or Crazy Taxi. I always chuckle when I see
Crazy Taxi.
Because it had the steering wheel and it had the stick shift and then it had the gas and the brake.
Yeah.
And trying to play that, I watched a guy stream that, Lick Arcade, on Twitch, and I always chuckle so much watching that game because it is so chaotic. Trying to zoom around all over the place. The best thing ever. And imagine seeing that real in life at an arcade and having a whole crowd of people around you. Like, what is this person doing? Hacking the game. That's what they're doing. You didn't know you could do it then. Now you do.
Oh my God. So fast forwarding now. So what do you see the gaming? What are you more of, a story, multiplayer? Where's your itch right now for gaming?
So for modern gaming, I struggle with really bad motion sickness for any first-person game. And it's frustrating because I tend to miss out on a lot of really popular games. But that's where the joy of being able to watch players stream. I can keep up to date with seeing other people play. For me personally, I've just kind of been dipping my toes in the sand with a few things. There's a game called Dead by Daylight that I kind of took a break from it because I was really frustrated with how the development was going, and it just wasn't, I don't know. I feel like they could be doing more, but that's me as a spoiled gamer. Like, fix the game now. But
right, okay.
I enjoy playing that as a third person. That's a good rush to play. I like it because it's online and you don't play with a crowd of people. You just play with only a couple of people at a time. What else did I play recently? I think I just tried. Well, it's not a new game. It was Alice Madness Returns.
Okay.
And it's available on Game Pass. So I get the exposure from that on the newer system. It had, some of the graphics have been updated and being able to do that, but it also has the third-person view that I really enjoy. I just saw something. Is it Back for Blood?
Yeah.
Is that new? I don't know anything about that, but somebody was just telling me about it.
Yes.
I'm curious about it. What is that one? Have you seen it?
Well, when I went to go try to play it, the beta had just ended. They're gonna relaunch the beta again. So I'm like, okay, it looks really good. Does look good, I mean, I love killing me some zombies. I do. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this. So I'm ready for that. But it does look good. It looks good. So if shooting zombies is your thing, and I think it is third person, so it's third person.
Okay, maybe that's the one. There was another one that somebody was telling me about that's a first person, and I couldn't I have to just turn it away. I've tried so many. If you only knew how much time I spent playing Borderlands, just trying to get into it long enough. 10 minutes in, I'm like, listen, I've got to turn this thing off. I'm either going to yak or I'm going to have a headache for the rest of the week. It doesn't work. I've tried. And even like turning the sensitivity down or
Yeah,
even
it's
running the
just
controls.
third person is not your thing. First
The
person is not
first,
your
I
thing, right?
just can't get it. I don't know.
That's
Girl.
that's that's the reason why I've always said they should have those options, especially in games like that. Okay, you can go to third, first. Okay, come on.
But think about the development between the two, all of the
Oh
work that
yeah.
goes into, and another, if it's a game that has really pretty settings,
Mm-hmm.
if they put a lot of development into the surrounding and the environment and the maps, I'm sure that you probably get a better view from first person because you can scan the
Scan
entire
and
premise. But the purpose of having a third person is to give your eyes a different perspective. You know, you spend time creating your character, you spend time,
you
you
want
know,
to see
looking
it.
at your cosmetics. You should be able to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Everyone's different. That just goes to show no two gamers are the same.
oh yeah. Now it's very rare, but we all share the same love for
Right.
gaming.
So what's your game right now? What are you playing?
I am playing Splitgate. It's a first person shooter. Playing that Apex,
Uh-huh.
um, Fallout 4,
Okay.
um, Elder Scrolls. I don't know if you ever played Elder
I
Scrolls.
have not, but I always hear wonderful things about it.
It is. It is now. If you're about the grind, it's a game for you. And what I like about that too, you could switch from third, first. You could do that.
Good.
Yes, you,
Okay.
you could do that. And the leveling up aspect, PvP, all of that, it's all in there. So very about knights and dragons and
Right. I imagine it to be a little bit like Diablo
oh
3.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
Is it a dungeon crawler?
There you go.
Kind of?
Diablo.
Okay.
There you go. So been on that, and just exploring more games because me too. I don't just like playing what's popular. I like to navigate what's going on and other games. So
Right.
definitely like to always see what's going on with, especially with indie games. Not a
Sure.
not a lot of indie games get love, and and like at one point these companies weren't as big, so it just like
Right.
just you got to support as best as you can. So I'm always
And
about that.
all the different concepts that indie games have.
Oh yeah.
There's so many original ideas. What did I see one? Oh, it was something about an internship. I can't remember the name of it, but you play as an intern and everything in your office space can be used as a weapon. And I thought that was so funny because it was things like a cactus and a keyboard. And like only in our wildest imagination would we think like, oh, I'm going to use this cactus and I'm going to smash it over this computer right here. I'm so frustrated.
Yo.
But you can do that in this indie game. I thought that was a really cool concept. And there was something else too, but that was the first one that I was I can't remember the name of it, but it was a dungeon crawler game, kind of like
Uh-huh.
Diablo-esque, right? But it was also a dating simulator.
Oh
Date
shit.
your weapon, so you get to know your weapon the longer that you play with it, and like
Uh
maybe it's not right for your personality, so you have to switch to a different
switch.
saber, which is like, dude, when you're playing your game, you use your weapon, maybe not to this extreme, but like, okay.
The heck
I
happened?
don't know. Peekaboo.
Yeah. What?
I see your background.
I know, but don't know what happened here. That just freaked me out a little bit.
Ooh.
I mean, the background looks lit, but where am I?
Looks really good.
where am I at? What the hell? Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
DJ Gamer's a ghost.
Yes. What the heck?
I am DJ Ghost Bird.
I am DJ Ghost Gamer. Um, everybody, I don't know what just happened, but
Okay.
I mean,
Technology is
my
wonderful.
camera's on, but I'm not on.
It's okay. I'll be the star of the show. Hi, everybody.
Yes, you just
My
you
name's
just
Dearest
you just
Abby.
done
How are
took over the whole thing right now. You just
you? If you're not
do
already following me on Twitch, you can find me at Dearest Abby,
a
spelled just the way it is
go
on.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to figure it out. I'll take it over from here, buddy.
Okay, well, um this kind of freaked me out a little bit, but
It's
let me
okay. You'll
see.
get it back together. I have faith in you.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see what else is going on here. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Let's go back. Bingo. There we
There she
go.
is.
There we
That
go.
smile.
What the
Good.
heck did just
Happy to
happen?
have you back.
Oh my god! So that was just that was trippy.
That's okay. If that's
Technology.
the worst part of our day today, I think we're going to have a pretty easy
Oh
night.
yeah, nah. That's just. I'm little mishaps like this. Never like okay, nah. This is all good.
Good.
So okay. So
Fun.
so also tell me what some of the things you dislike about the gaming community. Where's that at? Because we know we have millions of things we like, but there's also another million maybe that we don't like.
Right. If I had to be really honest, I don't
Yeah.
like that there's always there's this concept of gatekeeping things.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't remember where I first heard the analogy, but if you were to say to me, "Oh, I like retro games,"
Uh-huh.
never would I think to say, "Oh, really? Well, what's your favorite console? What's your favorite game on that console?"
Uh-huh.
But if the shoe's on the other foot and I go approach someone and I say, "Well, I like arcade games." "Oh, really? What's your high score on this game?" That's almost commonplace, you know? And you kind of there's a different way of approaching it. If you're making conversation with it and you're just trying to gauge someone's ability, you can absolutely do that. But almost in a way of she or he has to prove themselves in order for you to find them valid is really disheartening. And I think subconsciously we tend to do that, but we have to put our minds past that. You have to
Mm-hmm.
just kind of everyone is credible in their own right.
All right.
So when I say I'm the queen of Kong, does that mean I am the best female player in this whole entire world? Absolutely not. Does that make me the best Donkey Kong player that has ever existed? No. But what it does mean is that I still enjoy playing. I still have fun with it. If I go to a competition and I don't get first place, that's okay because I still had fun while I was playing. But there are people during the competition that are going to go, "Oh, she's here competing. She's not even going to put, not almost negativity, but removing the validity of someone as a gamer. Oh, well, you're not a gamer because you don't play modern games.
You don't play
Or
the
you
yeah,
like
you don't
modern games or you play Overwatch. Really, what's your rank? You know,
yeah,
it's
there's no
this
need for that.
terrible, terrible mindset. And some people do it subconsciously, trying to figure out, like, okay, how close am I going to be with this person, trying to understand. But the people that do it almost in an effort to negate or take away from someone's experience, that's something that I really don't like. And I think that the community individually, we can't fix it as a community. It has to be something on an individual
Oh yeah.
level. And eventually, over time, it will remove. And it's such a big thing because it's not just against women, it's against all gamers.
Oh yeah.
A guy gamer can go into a lobby and someone's going to talk smack about him because he's got a lower rank. That's really not fair.
Yes.
No. Have you
Yeah,
ever
nah.
experienced that?
Yes, because I was PlayStation, and then when I made the switch to PC, Now I had no no desire to play games on my PC, but it
Mhm.
happened. So I started playing Overwatch. I got higher rank and all that on PlayStation. Now, I did not know playing Overwatch on PC, you got to start from scratch. You can't carry that over with you.
Oh
So,
no.
so yeah, so that in itself was a big bummer. But I said I know how to play the game, okay. But right away they saw zero level, boom, boom, and I was just like, right away you get the heat. You get like, oh man, oh we're paired up with a low level, all this, and
Oh,
then I'm like, okay, watch this though. Playing the okay, you know how to heal, you know how to play here. I said for starters, I'm coming from console. I can't transfer my stats over for you to be like, oh, okay, you know how to play. But dude, I said, chill with that. If
right.
I'm at zero, this is my day one playing game, dude. You guys are gonna take the just like some people could take it, other people can't. It's just depending on where it's
Right.
at. But that's gonna discourage people from not like, ah, man,
It
that's
really, really does.
so nah. There's no
That's
room. There's no room for that. There's no room for that. It just be like, again, I've always said like we have problems outside in the real world. Why bring it into something that we care so much about, where we're trying to escape sometimes the real world? We're trying to come home. You know what? I want to play. I don't want to come home saying, oh, let's see what they're going to say today. Oh, let's
right.
see what kind of disrespect I'm going to get today. It's like, no, we already got that in the dealing with it in real life. So,
See, it's
nah.
so it just takes away from the experience. And you don't even have to call yourself, oh, I'm a gamer. You don't have to be a gamer to enjoy playing a game. You don't need that title. Just enjoy what you're
Just
doing
enjoy.
and
Enjoy
let
what you're
other
doing.
people enjoy what they're doing. Like, I don't play Overwatch, but I'm not going to talk smack about people that play Overwatch. You do your thing. If that makes you happy, then by all means, go all out. So, trying to remove somebody's validity or authenticity as a gamer is something that drives me crazy.
Okay. So yeah, definitely no. There's no room, and no room for that. Like again, if it's somebody's day one playing the game, I've always liked to be like, oh, is the first if they be like, hey, and some gamers will do this. They'll be like, hey, you know what? This is my first time playing this game, so and I'll be like, oh, it's okay. We'll guide you through as best as we can. We'll try
Sure.
to,
Oh, that's good.
and people should be doing that. Like, come on. It's like because you think about it, everyone at one point was their day one playing this game.
Right.
So it's just like the mechanics, you're not gonna get it right away. So just be patient, guide. Don't discourage, guide. Be a guide. So that's where I'm at with that. So,
You're
but
right.
yeah, totally get what you're saying too, though. Totally get what you're saying. So, have you ever had a crush on a game character?
I mean, Donkey Kong's kind of cute, but that's a weird
Okay, so we
answer.
go.
That's a weird answer. Okay, so really, truthfully, I always say that I call him my man, right? It's just because it's like
It's
my game.
now which version of Donkey Kong is your man? Because people don't know in that version he's the bad guy. He's the villain. He's
I get so that is a soapbox that I can get on. I get so when it was his 40th anniversary and everybody's posting pictures of Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country, I'm like, you do all realize that's not really Donkey Kong. That's the Donkey Kong you know. But when you
yeah,
turn on Donkey Kong Country and it's Cranky Kong, that
cranky.
is Donkey Kong.
That's
That's
the
his
OG.
Donkey Kong because he's an old
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it's Cranky Kong.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, okay, so crush on a character. Let me think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who didn't have a crush on Laura Croft, right? She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Um,
It was funny you say that. 'Cause I was saying, I said I had a crush on her when she was Pixels. She was
oh my
PS1.
god, when she had those like 6 polygons, right? Those were the sexiest polygons. Okay.
It's funny to think now, but I'm like, okay, yeah,
Okay.
your boy had a crush on her. She was just in Pixels.
No, that slope was just oh my gosh. So okay, let me think. I always say that I watched Witcher. So
Okay.
Henry Cavill,
Oh,
but
okay.
Witcher 3, the game, it's you have to have DLC in order to play as him. So I guess that would be it, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I kind of have to like Laura Croft for sure. She's a cutie patootie.
Okay.
Any Star Wars game with Darth Vader because I love me some Vader, right?
Okay. So, all right. Dark side. We're going to the dark side with this.
Vader Immortal. That was one. I watched that. That was a really good game. And that's probably about it. Anywhere between like that spectrum. That's my cup of tea.
Okay, there we go. We get some dark side. We're going to the dark side, to the Sith side. Okay, okay.
I deal in absolutes.
So, if you had to marry the last video game character you played, who would that be?
I think it was Casper.
It was Casper?
Casper on the NES. I was trying a bunch of really scary games for Friday the 13th.
You were Casper.
I was playing Casper the Ghost for a little while. I was playing Splatterhouse for a little while.
Oh, Splatterhouse.
It was actually really good. I played Friday the 13th, the game. Wasn't my favorite thing in the whole wide world. But I think the last game that I stopped on was Casper. But like Casper was kind of cute in the end, though.
Okay.
I mean, he might not be your cup of tea, but I just remember when he turned human, I was like,
you're like, oh,
this bald-headed ghost is cute. What a cutie.
Okay. All right. So, if you had the opportunity to invite 5 dinner guests from the gaming world, anywhere, any character, any villain, anything, who is your 5 dinner guests you're having over for dinner?
That's a good question.
I
like that
one. Who's invited for dinner?
Let me think. Part of me would want to like. Okay, can I invite real people like from the competitive gaming community?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Okay, cheat
so
code. Cheat code accepted. Go. You're fine.
I probably would want to meet Billy Mitchell for sure. That's my guy.
Actually, I have the magazine he had. I went to a show he was at. Got the autograph, got the picture, and all that stuff from. Yeah. I still have that. Yeah. Billy Mitchell for sure.
So jealous.
I'm gonna find it, and I'll send you.
You see this right here?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
The hot sauces he sells. I had that. And look at where they are on top of my cabinet.
Of course, right?
Okay, so I would love to have him over. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about him.
That's one.
Howard Scott Warshaw, who is an Atari developer.
Ooh, okay.
I think that would be really good. He's got a book and I haven't read it yet. I need to. And I think Howard Scott Warshaw, I can't think off the top of my head who the other one, but the woman who developed Centipede, I think I'd like to be able to meet her and just kind of pick her brain a little bit.
3. 2 more.
Let me try to think of some fictional.
All right, so we got 3. We got 3 humans. Now you're gonna get 2.
Right now, I need to try to find their personalities.
Pick wisely.
This is tough. I mean, probably like Jumpman, right? He would be really important. He's probably got some good stories.
There you go.
He also could probably use a break from trying to chase after his girlfriend.
Yeah, he could definitely use a meal.
Please. And last but not least, this is tough. I probably need another girl because I would only have the female developer.
You only have one?
Maybe we'll just invite Laura Croft. We'll just have her over.
We just have Miss
Right.
Laura.
She'll be the pièce de résistance.
Right. Just make sure put the guns in the before
Right.
you
All
put the
weapons
guns away.
for.
Put the
We're not
guns
bringing that
away.
into Texas, but we're leaving that. We're not open carrying in the house. Thank you. They'll be
she'll
done in that
she'll love
military.
Texas. Like, she could carry. She'll love Texas.
Right. She's more than welcome to, but not in my home.
That's what I'm saying. She'll love Texas. She's like, oh, I can carry my guns. Okay.
Probably. I feel like she probably has been on a lot of really wild adventures. Oh, wait. I lied. Not Laura. I want to invite Lady Dimitrescu over to my house.
Oh my God. Okay, you went there.
I am going there because you just having that. I'm only 5'4". The woman is a whole 4 feet taller than me. I would just be like, she's so glamorous in every right. I just want to look at her.
Oh my God, you went there. It was so hard to kill her. No, why?
Oh, no.
Why do I have to kill you? Why do I have to kill you first? I said, why?
I think so. I haven't played it, but I've watched other people stream it because it's that first person I can't get into it. Have you finished the game?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the Mother Miranda?
Mm-hmm.
Her whole story arc is like,
yes. Oh my God.
That for me is like pure evil, and I am so drawn to that. I need to pay more attention to her story because I kind of grasp through other streams, so I know just enough about it. But like,
there's some like jaw droppers in there about her. There's like, oh, what? She was a part of what? What? She did she was like, oh yeah.
I might have her as a backup guest because I'm not trying to like sell my soul or anything.
Nah.
So in case somebody doesn't show, I might have her.
She'll be at the dinner table trying to, convince.
She will be coming through the table. She will be part of the meal. You won't need to eat after that.
Oh my God. That is okay. Nice. That'd be a nice bunch. That'd be some conversations okay.
It would be good. I think between fictional and non-fictional people, we'd get good game development, good stories.
Yes.
It'd be a nice mix.
Okay. Nice.
Who would you have?
Let me see. When they asked me this one, I did say Lady D because she's bringing the wine over.
Oh yes. Indeed.
She's bringing the wine over, So Lady D, I would definitely want to talk to Peach. Just, be like, Peach. I'm like, hey, you got this dude running after you, and you just why are you playing that hard to get? Why does Bowser keep?
Bowser stole her.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you keep? Why do you keep going back to Bowser?
He's not fooling anybody. Just say what you need to say.
Yes, So, Peach. Let me see who else. Definitely. Damn, you got me good right now. That is that because you think about it.
Real. If there was somebody real, maybe a
real
streamer or a gamer that you would want to meet in real life, that's always a good way.
Yeah. Too. Okay. So, a gamer in real life. A lot of people. I don't know how it became hate towards Ninja, but I would want to have a conversation with Ninja.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, dude. He mainstreamed a whole lot of stuff. Like you know what I mean. So. Ninja would be a good combo because definitely just want to pick his brain.
Right.
To who else? I forget the guy's name. Just don't know how to pronounce it. The guy from PlayStation. What's his name? Yes, one of the. What's his name? Oh my God, just went blank for a minute there.
You'll think that as soon as we hop off stream, you'll be like,
yes, that was it. That was it.
Okay, so you said Peach, Lady T, Ninja.
Ninja.
Think of the other person. You got one more left.
Uh, wouldn't be Laura. Wouldn't be Ethan. I want to invite Ethan because I
And
want
let
to
me
invite
be at
Ethan.
the same table.
We just got to keep them apart. We definitely got to keep them apart.
Put her at the head of the table.
Yes, just keep them apart, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Maybe under different circumstances, they wouldn't be like butting heads. They might
I just like, you know what, y'all welcome to this dinner, but y'all gotta leave y'all differences outside. Just here, we are all good.
Right.
It just be interesting just to see the tension. Just
I'm sure after enough glasses of wine, everything will smooth over.
oh yeah, it'd be smooth over. Like then you'll realize, oh, you were mad about that. You know what's big misunderstanding. That's all this was.
Fine, Ethan, come here. Let me give you a hug. That's what it was.
Last but not least, have you ever played Metal Gear?
No.
Metal Gear Solid. Well, Snake. He's one of the main characters on that game.
Okay.
So it goes back to like NES, and I think the very last one was on the PS4. But
very good. Yeah, that's a good pick. I know that's a popular character. I've never played the games, but I know that.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. Really just to have a convo with him, just like, man, you've been through some stuff. Then just talk to me. Have some of Lady D's wine and just relax.
Between
just unwind.
And Snake's dump truck, I think there will be enough table to go around.
She got it covered.
That's so funny. I like that. That's a good question.
She got it covered. All right. If there was a billboard and you had one message to display to the world, what would that message be?
All hail the Queen of Kong.
Bingo. There you go. There you go.
I don't know. It would probably be I would want to say something like "Have a nice day," but I mean, some people just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, so that message wouldn't be delivered properly. It would probably just come off like, get the hell out of here with that, and probably annoy other people. I don't know. It would probably be something really dumb like that. Like, I love James Spader. That would probably be like, James Spader, I love you. Love Dearest Abby. And if he ever saw it, he would be like, I don't know who the hell this is, but I love it.
It's like, okay.
That's all that I need.
That's all. Oh, my God.
Something like that. Something
okay.
Happy or silly. It doesn't have to be anything serious.
Nothing serious. Okay. No. Nice. Hey, we're wrong with that. I like that. Okay. Nice.
What would yours say?
You'll get through it.
Ooh, that's good. That applies to everyone.
There you go. My exact point was that. Because sometimes people overthink or think that maybe this is not going to happen. It's just like, no, you'll get through it.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yes. So, yeah, that'd be mine right there. That's for sure be mine. So, okay. So, I kind of know where you're going to go with this, but where can people find you? And if I'm in your town, where are we going to eat?
Okay. So, I am in Houston, surrounding Houston area. Did you mean find me like on social media or?
Yeah, where can people find you?
Okay, so on social media, I am at Dearest Abby on Instagram, but Abby is ABI. And those are the initials I use whenever I'm playing arcade games. So one of these days, I might integrate everything. Everything Dearest ABI. Where we're gonna go eat? What's your favorite kind of food?
Hey, it's open.
Okay, so really doesn't matter. There's a couple different things. There's this takeout place that I really enjoy. It was by my old house, and it's called China Doll, and that's super, super yummy, and it's super greasy takeout Chinese food. And they have a dish called jalapeno chicken, and that was to die for. If you like spicy food,
Oh yeah.
it had whole chunks of jalapenos and bell peppers and onions. And sometimes when you order jalapeno chicken from somewhere, it's got a breaded chicken. This was not. So
Oh,
it was just all of the flavors, and I don't know what kind of magic they put into that dish, but it was so good.
okay.
Um, there is a chain of restaurants called El Tiempo, and it's Mexican food, and their fajitas are probably my favorite. They serve them with a little with like a dipping garlic butter.
Uh-huh.
So good. I know
Okay.
people can make fajitas at home and they're really good, but being able to go out and have the mess somewhere else, you don't have to clean up. They're
Right. You don't have to clean up.
some of my favorite. And then here in Houston, they have a lot of food trucks, and they have food truck spots. So
Oh
like
yeah.
there's whole big, tables and chairs and whatever food truck
Everything.
is there
Everything.
for that night. Probably one of those places, because food truck food, whether
Oh
it's great or not,
yes.
is bomb. Some
Yes,
of
it
those
is.
are really good. And the best part is, whatever it is that they're doing, they can focus on that kind of food. So
Uh-huh.
they perfect it almost. Say it's a
Perfected
hot dog one. They have the best hot
hot
dogs.
dogs. Yeah, you're gonna
If
have
it's
the
a
best hot dog.
burger one, that's another one that's really good. So there's 3
Nice.
places. I'll let you pick.
Okay. Hey, we might go through all of them, too, so it's all good.
Yes, now we're talking.
So yeah, no, we may go through all of them, too. That is what's real right there. So, okay. Nice, 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 nice.
Yes. Oh, and
Okay,
I
so
started talking about where people could find me, and then I derailed because I wanted to talk about food. Jeez
hey,
Louise. So
again,
I'm on Instagram at Dearest Abby, and then I'm only on Twitch as Dearest Abby, as you can see it right
right
here.
there. There you
I do
go.
not have a Twitter. I have a YouTube channel, but I use that to follow and watch videos. I haven't started creating content there yet. Kind of trying to test the waters with Discord. I haven't signed anything up yet, but I know that it's a more popular server that people are using. So maybe one day in the future, I'll get that started.
There
But
you
for right
go.
now, I just have those 2, and I'm very active on both. So if anybody ever wants to say hi, hi.
There you go, everybody. Know where to find her. And yeah, we're going to all 3 of those spots,
Good.
especially with the food trucks. Especially with the food, because one thing
Isn't
I
that a
always
good
said,
idea?
yeah, one thing I always said, I said we may not even speak the same language, but we do speak food language. It didn't even matter, right? It don't even matter. Like it's just like we can't. I could speak a different language. You could speak a different language, but the common theme, one of the common things in this world, is food.
Yes.
So
And I
there you
love
go.
to eat. What's
Right?
your favorite food? What is your top favorite? If you go out to eat somewhere, you're going to get it every single time. What's that going to be?
Ramen. Ramen.
Ooh. Okay. I'm a
It's
pho
just
girl.
yeah.
So
Same there. That's so good too. That is so good. So ramen, but ramen for sure. Ramen. That's
I'm a
one of my
cheeseburger
things.
girl. I could
So
eat a cheeseburger all
oh
day.
yeah, cheeseburgers are good any time of the day. You could wake up in the morning. You know what? Cheeseburger is fine.
Yes.
Lunch, dinner, it didn't matter.
I have an unhealthy obsession with cheeseburgers. If somebody blew up my phone at 4:00 in the morning and said, "I just had the best cheeseburger. I need you
Let's
to
go.
come over to me right now and come get
Let's
it,"
go.
I really have a hard time not going.
I mean,
It would
cheeseburgers.
take a lot for me to second guess that. Let me get my keys. I'm on the way.
You know what? Hold on. Let me just really wake up and we're going. Let me just
Right. I'm sorry. You said what? Okay. I don't
Yeah.
even need a coffee. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. Let's go. Screw the coffee. I'm taking the cheeseburger.
So
Okay.
funny.
So before we exit out, um, what have you thought about Demon Slayer?
Oh my God. I was actually really waiting to talk
I
about
know,
it.
I know. Like I was trying to, but the way everything was going, it was just like we're probably not gonna get a chance to talk
Yes,
about
we
it.
are. Oh
But
my
I said
gosh. I'm so
we
glad
have to.
you
We
brought it
kind of
up.
have to.
Okay. So I have watched it twice now. The first time I watched it in subtitle, and I think the story was still really good. The second time I watched it in the English dub, and I almost enjoyed that more because, well, I don't know, they're both really good. I think in the original Japanese, Inosuke is my best boy. I love him so much.
Yeah, Inosuke, yes.
Translated so well
You
in both
need.
languages.
I tell my son and I tell everybody. I said, you need somebody in the squad like him.
Yes.
Like you need one like him. Like
Totally.
the way the group balances out is like, Tanjiro is like, okay, I'm, calm down, let's do, and
Right.
Zunetsu is, he's like the one like shy, but he's gonna come out, and you see that when when he sets in, yes, but Inosuke, you just wild. That's just like you need one like that. Yes.
I want to be an Inosuke when I grow up.
There you go. See, yes.
And then, so you inspired me to go see the movie, right?
Ooh.
You had posted about it, and you posted that it made you really emotional, and I was like, I enjoyed the series. I know that the movie's there. I didn't have much drive to go see it, but that so many people, and you especially, had seen it. I think you saw it more than once, right?
Yes.
I was like, if people are going to see this multiple times, it has to be good. I cannot tell you how inspired I left leaving that theater. So I grew up, remember on Adult Swim, how after hours they would play like Death Note was on there, and maybe another random anime or something. So it wasn't cool when we were growing up, but now it's taken there's a whole entire generation of kids that are growing up with this form of media, and Demon Slayer is something that any age group can wholeheartedly enjoy. And it's with me, with animes and television shows, I don't enjoy killing for the sake of killing. Like Danganronpa is a show, and it's not my cup of tea. I don't enjoy the format behind that. But even the killing in Demon Slayer, there is a purpose behind it. And there is so much empathy that you don't get in any other show. I have not seen that level of emotion, not just from one character, multiple characters. Even Inosuke, the best boy, the crazy guy, has moments where he has like, I think it's when they're trying to defeat Ryuk and his whole band of spiders, and even he has this self-doubt moment, and it's like, how does somebody animate this and write this and invoke all of these feelings,
emotions, everything?
Wonderful. Yeah, I really like it. So what was your favorite part of this? Is spoilers. We're going to talk about this. So if anybody's watching and has not seen the Demon Slayer movie, click away.
Oh my God, the movie.
Also don't. What was your favorite part of the movie?
In the movie, it was, and it's like, I get emotional when certain things, and I don't hide it. It's just me. So when he started seeing his family, I was like, oh my God. And the hardest part was when he knows this is fake and he has to leave, but it's just hard. It's just so hard. When like, Tanjiro, I was like, oh my, and you could just see like, this isn't real.
Right?
Like
when it started turning from a dream into a nightmare, and those things that they were saying, what a concept, right? I never in my imagination would have thought to think of a story or a plot or something like that and have it totally evolve into something, but that shows you the depth of a character that he can so flawlessly repeat such an act, right? What a scary thing that he can move beyond that multiple times in such a short time span.
God, it was like, and then at the end when Tanjiro is just devastated, but he's pissed. He's calling out the demons. He's like, yeah, run, because that's all you guys can do is just run.
Rengoku.
Oh my God, that
him.
That oh, and I like how
So sad.
he did not give in. He was just like, nah. Because even the other guy was trying to convince a man, with your power, you could be this, you could be that.
Right?
Oh, and nah. And I always take that as like, dude, my dude don't have powers, and he's whipping your ass. Like
Right.
yeah, like
Isn't
you
that
guys can
wild?
grow your limbs back and all that, but he's kicking your ass.
I
So
got so mad when Inosuke ran and he, went to go beat him up. And he was doing it for the right reasons.
yes, he was
But
doing it
if
for the
he
right
had
reason.
just waited, the sun would have come up and he would have been gone. He would have disintegrated. But I don't think that would have pushed the story along. It would have stopped right there. There wouldn't have been as much drive.
We definitely have to do this again and talk about Demon Slayer.
Definitely. I love that idea. Maybe once the second season comes through.
Yes, I was even thinking before the season, so we can do like a prediction kind of thing.
I like that.
We can do like, okay, well, I think this is gonna happen. I think we'll do our predictions. We'll do because I don't know if I should say it, but one of them are gonna die. One of them.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, I just don't want to know. I've been reading the manga, but I haven't gone so far ahead of it, so I just don't want to do that because I want to see this.
Have you read about Doma yet?
Yes.
Okay, so you know who he is. Apparently, we're supposed to see him in the second season.
Yes, that's I was like, I didn't want to go too far, so I stopped there right there, and I was just like, no, I'm not going any further than this because I want to see this. I don't want to read it and then, oh yeah, I already know what's gonna. No, I want to be shocked. I want to be just hit with just surprises and all that. And that's what Demon Slayer season 1 did for me. It was just like, my God, an emotional roller coaster. And everybody that I put on Demon Slayer was like, oh, I don't like anime. I said, watch this.
Yes.
I said, I guarantee you will. You don't have to like anything else, but you will like this. Yep. I said, you will fall in love with the character, the concept, the story behind all of this. And they're like, dude. And everywhere I go, anytime we have a Demon Slayer conversation, that's how impactful this is. That, bro, I never thought I would be into this, and my God, my daughter got me into it. I started watching it, and it was just boom. I said, hey, that's the impact this anime has. So we definitely like. I believe me, I want to dig into this. I'm like, no, we're gonna save it.
Okay.
We're gonna save it. We will talk about more about the movie season 1, and then we'll talk about our predictions for season 2.
Sounds good.
So yes, we like. Believe me, I want to crawl into this, and we probably could be here crawling and throwing everything for hours. I know it, but that's I'm like, you know what? We're gonna save this. We're gonna save this Demon Slayer convo. I did want to talk about it a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna save it so we can do like a prediction kind of season 2. There you go. Just
save that content for another video.
There we go. No, so yeah. So have they released a date yet on season 2?
Part of me feels like September, but that seems really early. I know.
Yes. I haven't seen anything.
I don't know. I really don't. And
so as soon as
appropriate, because I know that it was this year.
Yeah. So as soon as we get a date on the release of that, then we'll plan accordingly, and we will have that conversation.
I would imagine Netflix would be pumping out like the new release date as soon as they figure out the date.
Yeah. So
pumping it as soon as they have it. So
we will do that because I could tell, right? That's why I said, oh, wait. We could definitely, this could be a whole thing just off Demon Slayer. So, oh my God. Well, honestly, this was nice. This was good. Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you.
The pleasure is mine. Thank
for what you do and continue doing it because, again, it's like Zap was saying, there's not too many of females doing this. And The ones that are either are faking just to get likes, just to get clicks. And no, you guys are about what you're about. You guys know it. So yes, so appreciate y'all queens for doing that.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you so much for having me on. I love being able to meet new people and interact with everyone. So this is a fun experience.
Flexington, what did I miss? Start over.
For my day.
Oh man, look at Flexington. What did I miss? Start over. Oh, you want to start over?
No.
Well, let me see.
Anything for Chavez.
We will just watch the video. If you want to watch the video. We had a technical difficulty. My background was there. I was a ghost
gamer.
I became a ghost gamer. Yeah, that's what a whole lot of happened. But definitely though, honestly, this was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
So everybody, thanks for stopping by at the chat. Everybody who stopped by, go follow her, support what she's doing, because not a whole lot of women know they're gaming, and that's how you know the real ones from the fake ones. And she is a real one. So go follow her, support her. And if you can get a high score on that Donkey Kong, definitely want to flex that. So yeah, she's about her Donkey Kong. That is her main boo. That is her main.
Show me what you got.
So everybody, if you can, try to top that score, because I'm gonna try to do it. So get a high score. So everybody, go follow her and be kind, be cool to everybody. So much going on right now. So let's just calm down, be kind, because you just never know what someone's going through. And maybe just a simple, a like, hey, hope you're doing well. Support the streamers. Honestly, we're not even saying money wise, just a simple sub, a simple comment, just a like, and that is all. That's all we can ask for. So everybody, nothing but peace, love, and positivity. It's your boy DJ Gamer, and we are out.